Queen Mary I, known as Bloody Mary, was a monarch whose reign was marked by religious turmoil and political challenges. In this episode of Echoes of the Past, we delve into the life and reign of Queen Mary I, examining the complexities and controversies that surrounded her. Queen Mary I, the eldest daughter of King Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon, born on the 18th of February 1516, ascended to the throne in 1553 after the death of her half-brother, Edward VI. Her reign was characterized by an unwavering commitment to Catholicism and a desire to restore England to the Catholic fold. Queen Mary I's fervent Catholicism led to a series of religious persecutions and the execution of Protestant dissenters. She sought to reverse the religious reforms implemented by her father and her half-brother, King Edward VI, by reinstating Catholicism as the state religion. Under Queen Mary's rule, numerous Protestant clergymen were burned at the stake, earning her the nickname Bloody Mary. These executions, along with the restoration of Catholic rituals and practices, left a profound impact on the religious landscape of England. In her pursuit of strengthening Catholicism, Queen Mary I married Philip II of Spain, a strategic alliance that faced resistance from her subjects. Many feared that England would become a mere puppet state under Spanish control. Queen Mary I's marriage to Philip II was met with significant opposition from English nobles and the general populace. The marriage failed to produce an heir, which further fueled concerns about the future of England and the potential dominance of Spain. Throughout her reign, Queen Mary I faced several uprisings, fueled by religious and political discontent. One of the most significant rebellions was Wyatt's Rebellion in 1554, led by Sir Thomas Wyatt, which sought to depose Queen Mary I and prevent her marriage to Philip II of Spain. Wyatt's rebellion was a direct challenge to Queen Mary's authority and her marriage plans. Though the rebellion was eventually quelled, it highlighted the growing opposition to her religious policies and foreign alliances. The religious persecution carried out during Queen Mary I's reign, particularly against Protestants, fueled further dissent and resistance. Many saw these persecutions as an infringement on personal freedoms and rallied against the religious changes imposed by the Queen. The rebellions that occurred during Queen Mary I's reign reflected a deep division within society. They illustrated the resistance against her religious policies, the fear of foreign influence, and the desire for political and religious freedom. One of the significant military campaigns of Queen Mary I's reign was the war with France. Fueled by political ambitions and the desire to restore English territories in France, Queen Mary I sought to assert England's military strength on the European stage. The war with France was a costly endeavor that strained England's resources and failed to achieve its desired objectives. While Queen Mary I managed to recapture some territories briefly, the conflict ended without a decisive victory, leaving England in a vulnerable position. The religious policies pursued by Queen Mary I, particularly the persecution of Protestants, had significant implications for the wars she faced. The unrest and resistance generated by religious conflicts often intersected with political and military confrontations. The religious persecutions under Queen Mary I fueled resentment and resistance, which sometimes spilled over into armed conflicts. The religious divide within the country intensified existing tensions and further complicated military campaigns. Queen Mary I's religious zeal was reflected in her policies and the promotion of Catholic rituals and practices. She aimed to bring England back into communion with the Roman Catholic Church, which led to a dramatic shift in religious practices throughout the kingdom. The religious reforms enacted by Queen Mary I were met with resistance, particularly from those who embraced Protestantism. The persecution of Protestant dissenters, along with the re-establishment of Catholic rituals, created a climate of fear and unrest within the country. Queen Mary I's religious policies resulted in a series of persecutions and executions of Protestant individuals. These actions earned her the infamous nickname Bloody Mary and left a lasting scar on her legacy. The religious persecutions under Queen Mary I caused many Protestants to flee the country, seeking refuge in neighboring Protestant nations. These persecutions also ignited resistance and rebellions, as people fought for their religious freedom and the right to worship as they saw fit. Queen Mary I's health had been deteriorating in her later years. She experienced a range of ailments, including phantom pregnancies and other reproductive complications. As her reign drew to a close, her health became a topic of concern and speculation. Queen Mary I sought various medical treatments and remedies, including consultations with renowned physicians of the time. However, despite these efforts, her condition continued to worsen, leading to a sense of uncertainty and anxiety within the court. On November 17, 1558, Queen Mary I passed away at the age of 42. The official cause of death was recorded as a uterine or ovarian tumor, which had plagued her for years. Her passing marked the end of her tumultuous reign and the beginning of a new era for England. Queen Mary I's death brought about a significant shift in the political landscape. Her half-sister Elizabeth ascended to the throne and began her own reign, which would come to be known as the Elizabethan era. Queen Mary I's reign was a time of religious strife, political challenges, and personal struggles. While her commitment to Catholicism and efforts to reverse the religious reforms of her father left a controversial legacy, her reign had a profound impact on England's religious landscape and set the stage for the reign of her successor, Queen Elizabeth I. Join us next time on Echoes of the Past as we continue to unravel the captivating stories that have shaped our world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing tales from history.